Hello dear students. In the yesterday's video session, we completed our previous topic under NEAT session, that is digestion and absorption of food. Okay. So today we will start with a new topic under NEAT session, that is body fluids and their circulation. But before starting with the topic, let me tell you one thing, that today along with this video I will send you some MCQs to practice the topics of digestion and absorption of food. The photos of the MCQs which I will send you, what you have to do is you try the answers on your own. First what you do, suppose I will send you 40 questions. Okay, तो पहले एक पेज पे 1 to 40 नंबर डाल के रखो, एक एक क्वेश्चन रीड करो एंड तुमको जो लग रहा है करेक्ट ऑप्शन, सपोज अकॉर्डिंग टू यू फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट ऑप्शन ए है तो 1 नंबर के आगे ए लिख दो, बी सी, वॉट एवर इज योर थॉट ऑफ आइडिया फॉर दैट आंसर. बट बाद में मैं साथ में आंसर की भी भेज रही हूँ. डोंट सी द आंसर की फर्स्ट ओनली. फर्स्ट यू ट्राई क्वेश्चंस ऑन योर ओन. अब तक हमने जितना भी पढ़ा है थ्रू वीडियो सेशंस, ट्राई योरसेल्फ, तुम्हें कितना याद है, कितना मेमोराइज है, हाउ मच यू कैन अटेम्प्ट. समझे? डायरेक्टली आंसर की के थ्रू वो आंसर्स मत देखो. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, so let us start with a new topic under NEAT session, that is body fluids and their circulation. क्योंकि हमने recently topic complete किया है circulation, in which we studied heart, blood and blood vessels. Okay, तो body fluids and circulation में सबसे main point क्या है? Every living organism, that is mostly the animal bodies, needs medium. Certain medium they need for transport of materials. Throughout their body. These materials can be useful materials or waste materials, such as useful materials like oxygen, nutrients, that is a digested food, hormones, are the useful materials which needs to be transported to the body cells, right? Whereas there are certain harmful materials, or you can say waste materials, such as carbon dioxide, urea, metabolic waste products, which has to be transported from the cell. Means to the cell useful materials needs to be transported, and from the cell waste or harmful materials needs to be transported to the eliminating organs, right? So to do the transportation of materials to and from the cell, the body of the organism needs a medium. Mostly that medium is a fluid present in the body. जैसे कि humans में वो fluid क्या है? Blood and lymph. Are you getting me? Blood and lymph. ये दो fluids के through, with the help of these three fluids, we are transporting the various materials of the body to and from the cells. Now here, in case of simple organisms, they don't have body fluids. They use the fluid from the surrounding. For example, in case of simple organisms or simple animals like sponges and coelentrates. In case of simple organisms like sponges and coelentrates, what do? They take in water from surrounding in their body cavities. We know the sponges have spongocoel. Are you getting that? Even coelentrates like hydra, they have gastrocele or gastrovascular cavity. Are you getting that? So from the surrounding medium they take in the water in their body cavities, in which the exchange of materials takes place between the water and the body cells, such as from the water oxygen and nutrients are taken up by the body cells. From the body cells, carbon dioxide and waste materials are thrown into water by a process called diffusion. That is from higher concentration to lower concentration. We know that ये है स्पॉन्ज, ये है इसका बॉडी कैविटी. थ्रू द स्मॉल पोर्स कॉल्ड ऑस्टिया the water is taken in, which enters into this body cavity, right? So here are the body cells. From the water oxygen is taken from higher concentration of water to the lower concentration of the body cells. At the same time, from body cells the carbon dioxide is excreted into the water from higher concentration to lower concentration. That is called as diffusion. So in case of simple organism, they make use of the surrounding fluid. They don't have the fluid in their body. They make use of the surrounding fluid for the exchange of materials. And again the water is then thrown out through the opening called oscula. Okay. But in case of complex organisms, what is the mechanism? In case of complex organisms, they have their own body fluid. They have a body fluid which helps in the transport of materials. Let us take examples of us only, that is we humans are the complex animals and our body also has a fluid. Now we know only one fluid mostly, that is blood and the lymph. No, but human body fluid is divided into two types and those two types are further divided into subtypes. So before going to the next part of the lesson, let us study human body fluid in detail. So here, human body fluid. First of all, what is the total volume of the fluid present in the human body? The total volume of the human body fluid is 40 liter. Yes, our body consists of about, that is adult body, human body consists of about 40 liter of fluid in it, which makes up 60% of the body weight. हमारे बॉडी का जितना भी वेट है उसका 60% पार्ट is made by the fluid present in our body. Now students, this human body fluid is divided into two types. Let me write the name, not blood and lymph, don't get confused. The two types of the human body fluid are ICF and ECF. What is the full form of ICF? Intracellular fluid. Then ECF का full form is extracellular fluid. Okay, before studying in detail, the नाम में ही है. Suppose this is a tissue having the body cells. The fluid which is present inside the cell, can you see here? ये red वाला जो fluid portion दिख रहा है, is it inside the cell? That is intracellular fluid, which is nothing but our cytosol. Cytoplasm का fluid part. Inside the cell there is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm has a fluid that is cytosol. So intracellular fluid is nothing but our cytosol. Getting that? It makes up, out of this 40 liter, 25 liter is made by the part of intracellular fluid, which contributes about 40% of the body weight. क्यों? ये ज्यादा है. अगर ये 25 लीटर है 40 में से, extracellular fluid means what? The fluid which is present outside the cell. Can you see here? ये fluid which is present outside the cell is extracellular fluid. It makes up 40 minus 25 कितना? 15 liter of the volume in our body, and it contributes 60 minus 40, 20% of the body weight. Samjhe students? So intracellular fluid means the fluid present inside the body cells. Extracellular fluid means the fluid present outside the body cells. Before talking about the further part of it, intracellular fluid ज़्यादा क्यों है? Because number of cells in our body are more. We know that our body is made up of trillions of cells. Inside the cells, there is a large proportion of cytosol, which contributes 25 liter of the body fluid. Okay. Now here, intracellular fluid is not further divided into any parts. Extracellular fluid is again of three types. But पहले, before studying the types of extracellular fluid, let us talk about the composition of intracellular fluid. मतलब ICF में क्या क्या होता है? Definitely we know that there are positive ions and negative ions, that is salts or the minerals present inside the fluid. So here some of the ions are in more proportion, some are in medium proportion, and some are in very less proportion in intracellular fluid. Let us see which ions are in more proportion. Potassium ions, the potassium positive ions, are more in the intracellular fluid. Medium ions are magnesium ions, and the ions which are present in a very less proportion are sodium ions and calcium. मतलब ICF में sodium and calcium ions are very less, but potassium ions are more. ECF में उसके अपोजिट होता है, जो इधर लेस है वो उधर मोर है, जो इधर मोर है वो उधर लेस है, वो थोड़ा बाद में पढ़ेंगे. Then along with the positive ions there are certain negative ions as well, such as biphosphates are more in proportion and chlorides are medium in proportion. Okay, so this was, students, all about ICF, that is intracellular fluid. Now let us talk about extracellular fluid. As I told you, it is of three types again. The extracellular fluid, should I erase this so it will be enough place for me to write there. ये सिर्फ याद रखो किसका more proportion है और किसका less. The extracellular fluid is of three types. Intravascular fluid means the fluid present inside the blood vessel. See, simple है, हमको blood पता है. ये है suppose artery. क्या है ये? Artery. Artery में suppose ये है red blood cells, ये है platelets, ये है WBCs, and ये blood cell के बाहर जो fluid है. What is that fluid, students? Is it outside the blood cells? The fluid holds the blood cells which is outside the blood cells. So that fluid is nothing but plasma of the blood. समझे? तो extracellular means outside the cell, the fluid. The first type is intravascular fluid. It makes the 1/5 part of the extracellular fluid. Okay. Now प्लाज्मा के बारे में हमने ऑलरेडी डिटेल में पढ़ा है रेगुलर लेक्चर में. Plasma consists of 90 to 92% of water, 7 to 8% of proteins. There are three main plasma proteins, that is prothrombin, fibrinogen and albumin. So और डिटेल में प्लाज्मा के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Okay. The second type of fluid of the extracellular fluid is interstitial fluid. That is nothing but lymph, which is also called as tissue fluid. What it is also called as? Tissue fluid. This is the fluid which is present in between the cells of the tissue. Getting that? इसके functions क्या क्या है? In short, the lymph help in exchange of materials between blood and cells. We have studied in detail about the lymph. ये है suppose tissue, ये है tissue के cells. यहाँ पे जब कैपिलरी आता है उसका डायमीटर कम है, ब्लड का प्रेशर ज्यादा है, इसलिए some fluid is oozed out from the capillary which starts flowing between the cell. Are you getting that? So blood में से भी इनको सप्लाई हो रहा है nutrients, but along with the lymph also the supply of oxygen and nutrients takes place. Now its second function is the lymph consists of lymph nodes. Lymph nodes consist of lymphocytes, that is type of WBCs, which gives us immunity. Here it means the cells, if are invading with any bacteria, immediately the lymphocytes present in the lymph will try to kill those bacteria and protect us from getting the cells any kind of infection. Then the third, yesterday only we studied, are the fats when completely digested directly absorbed into the blood? No. First they are absorbed into the special lymph vessels present in the villi, that is lacteals. So lacteals consist of the lymph. Lymph absorbs, helps in the absorption of फैटी एसिड्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ काइलोमाइक्रॉन्स. कल ही हमने ये पढ़ा है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, so this is about the second type of extracellular fluid, that is interstitial fluid known as lymph. Let us talk about the third type of fluid, that is, एक minute. Okay, so the third type of fluid is transcellular fluid. Now what is transcellular fluid? It is also present in between the cells, but at the special regions of the body, or instead of calling between the cells, it is present between the special layers. Let me write the names, soon you will understand. First type or the example of transcellular fluid is synovial fluid. Did we study this? Is it present in between the joints, knee joint, hip joint, जो synovial joints हमने type पढ़ा है, right? Freely movable joint. So the fluid present in between the joints is called as synovial fluid. Is it present inside the cell? No. It is present outside the cell, but it is present between the two special membranes. We know na, there is a synovial membrane which holds this fluid. Okay. Second type we can talk about is peritoneal fluid. What is peritoneum? मैंने जब रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर स्टार्ट किया है अभी लेटेस्ट, उसमें मैंने पेरिटोनियल मेम्ब्रेन के बारे में बताया है. एवरी विसुलर ऑर्गन, मोस्टली द एब्डोमिनल ऑर्गन्स जो है, जैसे इंटेस्टाइन, स्टमक, लीवर, पैंक्रियास, ये हर ऑर्गन के अराउंड एक स्पेशल प्रोटेक्टिव स्किन लेयर है, that is called as peritoneum, which is double layered. So between that peritoneal layer there is a fluid that is called as peritoneal fluid. The next is pericardial fluid. Is it present between the membrane, protective membrane of the heart, pericardium? So this is pericardial fluid. Next is pleural fluid. Can you tell me in which membrane it is? Yes. Pleural fluid is present between the protective membranes of the lungs. Then last is cerebrospinal fluid. Is it present in between the protective coverings of the brain and spinal cord? Are you getting that? तो ये जितने भी fluids हैं, they are not inside the cell, they are outside the cell, but in between the special protective coverings. So these are called as transcellular fluids. In short, ये जो synovial fluid and peritoneal fluid है, they are present around the visceral and delicate organs or in the joints. Their main function is lubrication, that is reducing friction. मैंने बताया था जब pleural fluid, peritoneal fluid के बारे में बताया था, इंटेस्टाइन कंटिन्यूसली पेरिस्टाल्टिक मूवमेंट करता है, उसके अराउंड जो पेरिटोनियम है, इंटेस्टिनल वॉल एंड पेरिटोनियल स्किन का फ्रिक्शन हो सकता है, बट टू रिड्यूस दैट देयर इज अ पेरिटोनियल फ्लूइड. सेम जॉइंट्स कंटिन्यू हम मूव करते रहते हैं, सो बिटवीन द बोन्स देयर विल बी फ्रिक्शन, बट वो फ्रिक्शन रिड्यूस करता है वो फ्लूइड, एज वेल एज द कार्टिलेज इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट हियर. समझे? मेन फंक्शन ऑफ द पेरिकार्डियल फ्लूइड, प्लूरल फ्लूइड एंड सेरेब्रोस्पाइनल फ्लूइड इज to maintain the pressure inside the organ. जैसे ब्रेन में, स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में जहां पे कैविटीज है, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन वहां का प्रेशर रिड्यूस हो सकता है, बट दैट प्रेशर इज मेंटेन्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid also acts as a shock absorber. All these three, pericardial fluid, pleural fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, acts as a shock absorber. Sudden jerk अगर वो ऑर्गन को लगा तो वो जो शॉक है, वो जो जर्क है, it will be absorbed by the fluid. समझे? So students, these are all the types of extracellular fluid. Before that, let me continue with one point. मैंने यहाँ पे intracellular fluid का composition लिखा था. Which ions are present in more proportion? Potassium ions. And which negative ions? Biphosphate ions are in more proportion, right? Then magnesium ions are in moderate proportion. Sodium and calcium are in less proportion. Here there are some proteins also which acts as a negative ions. Okay. अब exactly इसका opposite proportion इधर है, intravascular fluid, that is plasma. Plasma में there is more proportion of, जो इधर less है, here there is a more proportion of sodium and calcium ions. Secondly, here medium ही है, magnesium का same रहता है proportion, intra as well as extracellular fluid में. Next, less proportion is of potassium ions. और यहाँ पे नेगेटिव आयंस यहाँ पे बाइफॉस्फेट्स एंड प्रोटीन्स है, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव आयंस आर बाइकार्बोनेट्स एंड क्लोराइड आयंस होते हैं. समझे द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ ICF एंड प्लाज्मा, दैट इज ECF. वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू, ये जो सोडियम एंड कैल्शियम आयंस है, दे आर वेरी वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर मस्कुलर मूवमेंट. वी हैव स्टडीड मसल मूवमेंट इज ड्यू टू एक्टिन एंड मायोसिन स्लाइडिंग फिलामेंट थ्योरी, बट उसके लिए कैल्शियम आयंस आर रिलीज फ्रॉम द सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम ऑफ द मसल्स. अब ये सब रिलेट करना ही पड़ेगा, ऐसा नहीं 11th हो गया 11th के चैप्टर्स 12th के चैप्टर्स बार बार एक दूसरे पे डिपेंडेंट है. ओके, सो मस्कुलर एक्टिविटी के लिए, मस्कुलर मूवमेंट के लिए वी नीड सोडियम एंड कैल्शियम आयंस. वी ऑल्सो नीड द सोडियम आयंस फॉर न्यूरल एक्टिविटीज, दैट इज ट्रांसफर ऑफ न्यूरल सिग्नल्स. इसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में हम ब्रेन चैप्टर जब पढ़ेंगे, दैट टाइम you'll understand how these ions are important for transmission of nerve impulse from one neuron to another neuron. Okay, तो ये हो गया रोल, मेन रोल ऑफ सोडियम एंड कैल्शियम. ये जो बाइकार्बोनेट आयंस है, अगर तुम लोगों को इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन समझा होगा, देयर आर सम स्टूडेंट्स वो मैसेज में इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है. ऑब्वियसली होगा, वो थोड़ा व्हाट वी कैन से इंट्रिकेट पार्ट है. तुम उसको बार बार प्रैक्टिस करो, खुद के पॉइंट्स निकालो, देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. एंड आई एम प्लानिंग टू टेक द लेक्चर ऑल्सो बिफोर योर संडेज टेस्ट. लेट्स सी, बिकॉज आई एम टोटली लोडेड विथ मेनी लेक्चर्स राइट फ्रॉम 9th स्टैंडर्ड टू 12th स्टैंडर्ड. मुझे वीडियोज रोज बनाने होते हैं, सो इट्स क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट टू टेक दैट, बट स्टिल आई विल ट्राई टू टेक इट. अब ये जो बाइकार्बोनेट आयंस है, दे हेल्प टू मेंटेन द बफर. They acts as a buffer ion, means they help to maintain the pH of blood, because are they the part of plasma, that is part of blood. Oxyhemoglobin is acidic in nature, so blood will turn acidic, but at the same time bicarbonate ions are present there to neutralize the acidity and maintain the alkaline pH of blood. समझे? So students, this was all about human body fluids. Okay, now let us move to the next part. We'll talk about the circulatory pathways. There are three main circulatory pathways, means the way in which the body fluids transfers, or the external fluid is taken in the body and it is transferred for the transport of material. So the first circulatory pathway we have discussed already, that is by the process of diffusion. Did we study it just now in case of sponges and sealant traits? That the water from the surrounding is taken in the body cavity, materials are exchanged, and again the water is thrown out. By the process of diffusion, exchange of material takes place in case of simple organisms. In case of organisms such as cnidarians, they have gastrovascular cavity. Do the cnidarians have gastrovascular cavity, which helps in the digestion also, gastro, and which helps in the transport of materials or exchange of materials also. That is vascular cavity. Next, pseudocoelomic fluid. We know nematodes, roundworms, are pseudocoelomates. The body has a false cavity, right? Not a true cavity. There also a fluid is present which is called pseudocoelomic fluid, which helps in the transport or the circulation of materials. The last pathway, which is very important, which we are going to study in detail, is circulatory system. Which we already got introduced with it. The circulatory system is mainly of two types. Open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. मैं आज इसके डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगी. In short, just we'll discuss about open circulatory system is what. In this system, The body consists of the special cavities the body consists of the cavities called as blood sinuses, in which the blood, actually not a blood which is a colorless, the fluid which is called as the blood flows through the open spaces called as sinuses. For example, open circulatory system is present in arthropods, mollusks and urochordates. Arthropods, mollusks and urochordates consist of open circulatory system, whereas closed circulatory system is present in annelids, echinoderms, cephalochordates and vertebrates. Are you getting that? Students, I will stop here today because these two parts are in very much detail we have to study. So आज हमने basically introduction किया, mainly body fluids वाला part अच्छे से करो. I will send the PPT also, from which you can copy these notes, and remaining part will continue in tomorrow's session. Thank you.